Hi everybody, it's me, Crafty, and welcome back to my Witchcraft series. Today's video is going to address a comment left on my YouTube site from somebody by the name of 19 Ollie. I think that's how you're pronouncing your name. If I'm wrong, sorry. It's A-L-I, so Ollie, Allie, whatever. I'm not too sure, so... Anyway, you said you expressed an interest in witchcraft, you weren't sure what the beliefs were, you want to know if I believed in God, and you want to know if I thought there were any similarities between witchcraft and Christianity. So first of all, I want to say that whatever I say in this video, and in any of my videos, those are my opinions. I am not representing the whole entire pagan community out there because that would be impossible. We all have different beliefs and different viewpoints, and we all think and believe differently as well. So these are my opinions only, and we'll take it from there. So you've got an interest in witchcraft. I would suggest that you explore, research it, talk to different people, get different opinions. When you're researching it, it's really important to keep an open mind and to realize that there's a lot of propaganda out there that's against witchcraft, and it's been like that for centuries. And, you know, pagans the world over, going back, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years, have been persecuted against by those of the Christian faith. And when Christianity came into being, you know, it's one of the newer religions, so to speak. It's only been around for about 2,000 years, so it's fairly new. And as it spread throughout Europe and elsewhere, you know, it brought with them their own viewpoints on divinity. And when it encountered various peoples around this world that believe differently, those traditional beliefs were often looked down upon and demonized and that type of thing. So it's important to keep that in mind. Be very open-minded. Be prepared to put your biases off to the side and to enter into your research with respect and an open mind, and take it from there. You can also, like I say, talk to other people, talk to different people on different paths, and, you know, ask questions. There's no harm in doing that. Secondly, the other issue you asked is you wanted to know if I believed in God. Yes, I do. I also believe in Goddess. I believe in divinity, whether you want to call it God, Goddess, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Thor, Athena. You know, to me, divinity is something that is so beyond human comprehension that in order to understand it, in my opinion, humans have always tried to personify it into images, giving it personality, characteristics, and traits that they can identify with, that they can relate to and understand. So to me, Zeus is just as real as Athena, as is any other god and goddess that's out there. They all have their own unique personalities, their own cultures that they came from. They all have their own qualities about them. They are all valid, in my opinion, and are all equally real to each other. And even though they're all different and separate, in my opinion, they also are an extension of something that is so much greater than what we can really understand. So, in my opinion, gods, goddesses, and all that jazz is the human aspect of trying to understand what this is, you know, what divinity is. We're trying to comprehend it. We're trying to relate to it. We realized since thousands and thousands of years ago there's something out there that's much greater than us, that's much more powerful, and we've been in awe of that and have wanted to establish that connection to it. So, you know, as time went on, beliefs evolved and changed, and, you know, you got your different pantheons and that type of thing. So yeah, sometimes I call it God or Goddess, Lord and Lady. Sometimes I call it the Divine. Sometimes I call it Divinity, the Creator, the Great Mystery. you know, use whatever terms work for you. Go with what feels right for you. However you choose to envision it or name it is your choice, and nobody has the right to judge you for that, in my opinion. I believe all the paths to enlightenment are valid and equal. You know, they all offer lessons that you can learn from, and I believe they're all created so that humans could have that connection to the divine. Your other question was, you wanted to know if I thought there was a similarity between witchcraft and Christianity. I'm the type of person that would rather first look at similarities as opposed to differences. Some people, when they start talking about differences, that gives them the mindset that they can go and start judging others because they're different. And for me personally, when I work with different people, when I learn about different cultures and belief systems and stuff like that, I first of all see the commonalities. I see the common threads that unite us all as humanity, and I appreciate that. And yeah, there will be differences, and when I see those differences, I celebrate those differences. I don't view them as something to start belittling, judging, condemning other people because they're perceived as being different in whatever way. I don't care what your sexuality is. I don't care what the color of your skin is. I don't care what your ethnic or cultural background is, and I don't care what your spiritual or religious belief system is. You're a human being, and just for that, I recognize your own sacredness. In my belief system, I believe all life to be sacred, and that we all carry within us a spirit, a soul, if you will, and that, in my opinion, is a part of divinity, and it's an expression of divinity in physical form. So I recognize the sacredness of all life, even in people that will, you know, perhaps consider themselves to be enemies of mine or whatever. I don't view people as enemies, but there may be some that consider that I'm an enemy, or you know, something like that. I don't believe in belittling, judging, condemning any other human being for whatever reason regarding religion, spiritual belief system, background, physical abilities, anything like that, sexuality. None of that matters to me, because they have a spirit, and to me they are sacred beings. It doesn't mean that I will agree with everything they do, or agree with how they worship, or what their spiritual path is. It's not about that. It's just about respecting the fact that they are part of divinity just as we are. So yeah, I can see similarities. You got your God aspect, you got your goddess aspect, that would be like Mary. You've got, the rebirth of the sun, the birth of the sun. You've got all of that. You've got a lot of pagan customs that the Christian church borrowed from pagans. There's the Yule log, the Christmas tree. You think about Easter and you get your Easter bunny and everybody's decorating eggs. A lot of Christians don't realize that was borrowed from pagans as well. Those were symbolic to fertility and whatnot. So yeah, I can see similarities. And hope that answered your questions, and I hope I'm under 10 minutes, because YouTube is such a stickler. If you're over by 4 seconds, it rejects the video. So let's hope I'm under. Much love to everybody out there, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. Ciao.